Right, the greatest career in collegiate basketball history officially came to an end last night as basketball phenom Caitlin Clark turned pro after being drafted first overall in the WNBA draft by Indiana Fever.
Clark has broken numerous records over her 4 years in college, most notably becoming the highest college point scorer of all time across both men and women's game. Now she gets to test herself at what she describes as the most competitive league in the world.
First of all, I was able to have a lot of closure in the way my career ended and everything that I was able to do. Obviously, I played the maximum number of games I could play in my senior year, and obviously we didn't win, but I feel like you did everything you can to be in that moment and compete as hard as you can. But when you're kind of just sitting at a table waiting for your name to be called, I think that really allows the emotions to feed you, and you're with your family. Like, obviously, playing a basketball game, I'm not out there with my family, so sharing that moment with them and enjoying it, and people that have really had my back and believed in me more than anyone is super special. The WNBA is so competitive right now. Every single time you step on the floor, it's going to be a rivalry. I think so many teams are loaded with so much talent, and this is the most competitive league in the entire world, less than 144 spots. So you better bring it every single night. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I think that's exactly how I lived my college career too, is like every single game, no matter what the opponent was, I prepped the exact same way. I prepared the same way. I brought the same fire. I brought the same energy. And I think that's the biggest thing going into my WNBA career.
These were the scenes in Indiana where a sellout crowd watched on as their newest hero was finally drafted, including one young fan who had some expert analysis on their latest draft pick.
So Caitlin Clark is a basketball player that is awesome at threes, and I think she's better than a lot of players.
So what exactly makes Clark such a superstar, having not yet played a minute of professional basketball?
Clark has not only smashed plenty of records on the court, but also off it, with some of her games drawing eye-popping TV viewing figures that have seen viewership for women's college basketball games tower over huge sporting events such as the Baseball World Series and the Masters Final Day. Clark's legendary college career ended in disappointment, though, after losing out in the recent March Madness finals, despite being the highest scorer on the evening. However, her star power drew huge attention as it was the most watched game of basketball in the United States since 2019, more than any of the NBA playoff or finals games in that time. 18.9 million Americans tuned in to watch. Wow. A number that also trumps any World Series game in that span and every single Masters final day that has been broadcast since 2001.
Most impressively, perhaps, is that Clark has the game to back up the fame. All these records are also most impressively set across both women's and men's game, meaning she has bested the college feats of such greats of Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, and the great, believe it or not, Michael Jordan.